book Impartation, put out by I Am Publishing and Recording, Part 6. Return to me. I wandered far from you. I feel so ashamed. I knew better. How will I ever return to you after all I have done? Could you ever forgive me, Lord? Could I ever look at you in the eyes again? I don't deserve to have you wipe the stain of shame from me. I don't deserve for you to give me one more chance. Yet I cannot go on this way one more day without you, cannot live this way any more. What should I do? Could I ever muster the strength to return to you? What would you say to me after all this time? I know in your word you say you will never leave me or forsake me, but it also says that you cannot be where sin is. Sorrow fills my heart. I am grief-stricken beyond what I can bear. I lie here with my head in my hands, tears flowing down my face like rain. I have shamed you over and over again. I once walked in the light of your love, but sin overtook me, and I yielded to its demands. I wanted love outside of you, but at what cost? I should have trusted in what I knew about how to live my life. The man I love has stepped away, and he doesn't know yet that I will leave him. I have to, for your word says, how can light walk with darkness? He does not even know that I know you, what I truly believe. I couldn't let him know, for he would leave me, but I can no longer hide from the truth of who I am and what I believe. Lord, give me strength to do your will, and by your grace return to me. Child, I see your brokenness. Before you set your heart to pray, I am here with you now. Be not afraid, for I see the pain you feel, and know that you are sorry for walking away from me. You need to get up now. Know that I will be strong through you, knowing you are in a weakened state. I got up from my bed, and from that moment on never looked back. I never walked away from the Lord again, but have remained faithful, and it was worth it all to turn my back on me. In the presence of my Lord I stand now, and I have no regrets, but one that I left him to follow on my own path, and that I rejected him and hurt him. That I wish I could take back. Goodbye. I created you and you ignore me, throw me away, fail to acknowledge me as your creator. I waited for so many years thinking that if I showed you that I was there for you, loved you, showed my love was there for you, that you would recognize me as someone of worth. I wanted so much for you to be a part of my life. That's why I created you. I wanted you to act towards me as you do those that you fill your time with, but not once could you do this with me. At the time of Noah, I destroyed everything but his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives, and the animals I instructed for him to take into the ark with him, to start anew, to begin again. Yet it didn't seem to change anything. People are out for themselves. Where's the love? Where's the kindness? Where's the forgiveness? Where am I in all of this? So many people passing away without knowing me, their creator, and it saddens me that one day I may have to say goodbye to you for forever. Goodbye, Father. I stood before the Father. I knew within myself that it was him, without anyone saying anything to me. I became fearful after he entered the room to where I was, where angels had brought me to. The Father had in his hand a book. He sat down. He began to share with me the contents that were on the pages of the book. As he was sharing with me, I was shown that which was being said. My life was played out before me. It began at my conception, then my birth. Then I saw myself growing up from a baby to taking my first steps, to saying my first words, my learning to read, my going to school, all the decisions that I made, all the things that I had said and done. I began to cry. I was living my life for myself, what I could get, what I wanted. Child, do you see me anywhere? Do you understand what your life was, how you lived it, how the decisions you had made affected others, how it affected me? Do you know what this means for you? The Father said to me. The feeling of dread gripped me. I was then shown the many times the Father reached out to me, how he was watching over me. I was reminded of the invisible presence I felt so many times growing up. The last thing the Father showed me was when I was young, when I had learned about him. the many times I felt being drawn to him, but did not make a decision to make him a part of my life. It's time for you to go from us now, the angel said. I felt an emptiness and a sadness I never knew. I knew that I'd lost everything. The words came out of my mouth. Goodbye, Father. I walked away, and therein I ceased to exist. No longer yours. You say you know who I am. You appear before me. I dangle on a string which holds me up, holding up this life given to me. Tell me, Father, do you remember when I was your child, when I once resembled something you called your creation? Father, do you no longer see me through the eyes of love? Am I to be punished, overtaken, held captive, with wings too broken to fly? Are you blinded by your perception of me, that you no longer see me as one worthy of recognition? It is raining, Father. I can see the rain, but no longer feel it beneath my feet. I become a stranger even to me. I am as a phantom walking the corridors of time, existing without feeling. I have thoughts that pervade my mind, but what are they of? To destroy, maim, and hate. I hate the life given me, which is wasting away. Who am I, Father? No longer yours. Where love had found me. You carefully weaved yourself into me. You know all of me. You know that I am afraid to let anyone near me. You see into all the places that I shut myself off from the world. When you stepped into where I was and walked down the corridors of who I am, you were surprised to find me curled up into a ball. Child, there are things I want to show you, the Lord said. You showed me how far you went to save me, the blood-stained garments, the crown of thorns that was placed on your head, your body scourged, you catapulted on the cross, with blood trickling down your brow. The resurrection, you proceeding towards me as I lay there alone in the dark, and it was there where love had found me when hurt had nearly destroyed me. Who I am. I am the girl who hides behind the veil when no one is looking to shield myself from hurt. I am the one who reaches out to you, Father, when I am afraid. I trust you with all that I am. I choose by an act of my will to place all that concerns me in your hands. Without you, Father, I am nothing. I exist because of you. You formed me whilst I was in the womb and knitted all my inner parts. In the shadow of darkness was where you found me. It hid me. In my brokenness and my frailty, you reached for me like a soft, warm breeze brushing itself over me, and for a moment I forgot where I was. I've been wanting you for a long time, knowing I cannot live this way anymore. As I beheld the beauty of you standing in front of me, I hesitated. Then I decided to let go, let you slip inside of me, bind me to yourself with a cord that can never be broken. Your grace sustained me. Your strength was made perfect in my weakness. I am now hid in you. I am your child. This is who I am. Yesterday I walked through the garden and I smelt the fragrance of the air mixed with all that surrounded me. I felt the wind brushing itself against my skin and the sun beating on my face. Just then I thought of you, of all the tenderness, warmth, and love that you bestowed upon me during your time here. Though you are gone, I still feel you here with me. At times it's as though you had never left me. I feel the softness of you cascading over me, feel the warmth of your love overshadowing all that is about me, and it's at these times that I shut myself off from the world and go to a place in my mind where it's just you and me. Oh, how I miss you. So many times I wish I could see you and hold you. Sometimes the emptiness of life without you becomes unbearable. I wonder if it will get any easier. Nothing is as it was. It's like a part of me died with you. Nothing will ever be the same again. I have so many regrets. How could I have been so careless with my time, occupying myself with so many things outside of you? Why did it have to take for you to be gone, for me to realize what I should have done, could have done differently? Today when I lay down, closed my eyes after a hard day, musing over the troubles of life, I swear I heard God say, "My child, it will be all right. Trust that you have the strength needed to walk through all that life hands you. You are strong-willed and determined, and I will always be there for you. I will watch over you from where I am the rest of the days of your life here, and when it is your time and you leave this world behind, I will be waiting for you to help you on your journey to the other side. Yesterday I closed my eyes and did not awaken, and as God was leading me to home, I saw you standing there in the distance with your arms reaching out to me, and it was more than I thought it to be, for here we will never again say goodbye. Apart from you, many times I wonder if you can see me watching you live out your life in front of me, how I admire your strength, the way you manage to keep it all together, the best way you know how, protecting all that matters most to you and to those around you. I am proud of you, of who you are, what you are, all that makes up you. You are many things to the different people around you, some of which are patience, endurance, acceptance, and love. What would those around you have done if you weren't there for them? You were born, grew, and learned many things and went on to live life on your own. It has never gotten easier to leave you when I do, to go back to life apart from you. I will. As I watch you slipping away from me, see you lying there, weak and frail. I wish I could spare you from your suffering. Wish that your life did not come to such an end. Some days you do not remember who I am. I am absent from your memory. I struggle with the pain in knowing that one day you could forget me altogether. I want you to know that I will not leave you alone. I will be your memory brushing itself against you, the love that never fails despite changing circumstance. I will be the light to shine in the darkness where you are, and when you are afraid, I will be the arms to hold you. Look at me, you standing here in front of me. It's like make-believe, a fairy tale made real. The prince awakes a sleeping beauty from a rest. He takes her hand and she awakes. He kisses her, she starts to shake. Look at us, surrounded by an endless sky, the moon, the stars, kneeling at our feet. I look at you, you look at me, and here we vow our love forever, never to part. You hold the key to my heart. Part 6. Rather, Part 7 will follow this video in another video.